Indeed, the church you speak. It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now is always borne in the scars of decades of disuse. Subterranean construction has done much to protect the hall from ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these hall walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes. It was beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Often, many times, did Yulmar make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Ishula, in her seclusion, doth labor to learn all she may of the Blessed and their past. This is why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provided a glimpse to the history that she so yearned to comprehend. Or hurry and find it. Were the tablets a fragment of Holy Scripture, it would most assuredly rest here on this altar, yet this would, I presume, also have been where the Blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither then would they have sent the tablet? I can barely see my hand from my face. If only a torch were a little closer. Yeah, that's true. Search your surroundings for a tablet. You may move the camera with zoom in a bit. Oh. Oh no, not this again. See, Uriage. What tablet for the... No. Okay, I talked to him already. Using my binoculars in this dark place. Milphilia. I can't call you a MILF anymore. Tancred is right. What would it even look like? It's okay, just reduce this to a pixel hunting game at this point. Eventually it's going to show itself. No, I don't care for Tancred. Huh? Uriage. Huh? What the fuck? See, I told you this is like a pixel. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's a pixel hunt at this point. Ah, you have located the tablet. Ah, thanks, magic binoculars. Able to see in the dark and inside the altar of all places. It kind of wasn't that hard to see. I mean, it was dark, but it kind of sticked out a bit. If your eyes weren't so glowy and light all the time, maybe you'd see better. It's nice to see Uriage excited. It's like he never gets out enough. I have a gift to deliver. Here we depart. Use custom nights, by which I feel compelled to clean this one. They deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches to be fouled. Thus do they take on to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. So speak way, is we the blessed that once a name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precluded not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Yeshua has taken the name of Master Matoya, lest we offend them. I bid you speak not her true name in the blessed's prison. Oh! Oh, so that's why. Oh shit.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
This is my Asm step. Oh god, this music is
we have arrived.
Oh, it feels so good.
Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable.
Really?
Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold. No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Oh, nice one, Titan. I'll give you that one.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Wow. Okay, well, fair enough. This is my Asm step. Oh man, I fell in love with this song when I heard it the first time in the trailers. I met so. What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Yes, please! This is how it goes. Oh, very well. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on then. What do you wish to know? Why do you choose this form here in the first? Well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Essenes pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as it fits the occasion, or not if we so choose. Be it for a year or millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So, after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the main man you see before you. Okay. Though as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forgo such alterations. Who was ever the rash one in La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him? Oh, it does? Well, thank you for indulging me. I do appreciate that. If he never opened his mouth again, it would be too soon. Alright, I know you got a hard spot for all of them. After what happened to you. That has told me of the Asians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, is he wise to let them stay with us? No, because he's dumb and stubborn. But I can understand his position on it, though, so I won't berate him too much. Just playing our Asian card to prevent me to follow whatsoever lead. Were it otherwise, we would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon those lands without surcease. If naught is done, it is but a matter of time before the Blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their prized and— ooh, oh, that's sad. Though some did, few survive. They knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For mercy shall have provided that with which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps to Fort Gon. Now, I wonder how exhausting it is to write Oriaji's lines and to stay consistent with his character. Because she's getting a lot of showtime right now. Now, what were you saying? You both know okay. They were rebuilding, but there's no one here. Huh? Well, where's this friend of yours who'd come to me? Oh, even you're bummed out. And then Solace is just like, oh my god, get this accursed music out of my head.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
You know, as an Asian, doing this leg work—
surround them!
Oh. Uh-oh.
These Sin-Eaters, they're not like the others.
We're not Sin Eaters, dude.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they could speak?
It's
We're
a
not—
Sin-Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
So you literally think everything that enters this wood is Sin Eater? Kupo.
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Fuck you, Thancred.
Oh, for the love of— I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
Hey, we've been in worse situations. Just give me a
You've committed
minute.
the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade.
Wow.
Good luck.
Ah, thanks, loser. Coward. Asshole.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
Oh, you knew that was gonna happen, bitch. Dick.
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya! We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin-Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Wow, Y'shtola! Wow, I thought we were homies. Damn, girl.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
Really thought me a Sin Eater. It's been too long, clearly. Man, what would be the most sarcastic?
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
Beginning to worry, much like the Twelves would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress, let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. Slitherbow, though we have been a few of newcomers since the attack on Fort Gun. Knight's blessings upon you is what you need, my friend. What you do here, I am but simple worshipper of the dark, a follower of the Knights Blessed. When not tending to my chores, I teach children their letters and share with them what little history I know. I also teach the importance of respecting their peers. The Knights Blessed judge not by appearance, but by the content of one's character. I like you already. Silence and Sanctuary, that is what you find in Slitherbow, so aptly named to the broad branches above us and the serpentine shadows they cast upon our village. Our founding was over 90 summers past. The flood had taken near everything from the people back then. None all they came to realize that where there is light, there must be darkness. The relation led to worship the dark we seek for you. In the end, we settled here in Raktika, where the Shadow Tree serves to remind us of our fate. We live a simple life, but it has not been without its hardships. 2 years passed, another of our settlements, Fort Gun, was razed to the ground when the Sin Eaters attacked. But thanks to Master Matoya, we managed to restore some semblance of normalcy to our lives. Alright, thank you, very informative. Finally, a place to rest. Have you ever seen such a tree? I think these are only the roots. Oh, it's a tree? This whole damn thing's a tree, I suppose? Oh. Nice. Yeah, I've seen bigger trees, girl. Make their home here and so swiftly would surely have required no small amount of ingenuity. A most impressive feat. Wouldst thou not agree? Alright, hold your tits to the shoulder. Let me just tune to this thing so there would be no troubles later. Alright. Now stop being blind and actually talk to me.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood.
That's why you're a black mage instead of a white mage now. What am I looking for?
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
Simple is good. Simple is nice.
Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
If only you were that easily Stola. Fortunately, we have like someone who can bend time and space whenever they want.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own.
Oh, he did you dirty? Oh, I didn't think he was that
My work
bad.
eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or
Ixmaya.
rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
By what?
Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape.
Okay, so from those high heels and nearly like 90-degree angled high heel elevation, I can deduce that these are Vera. You're talking
Needless to
Vera.
say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
But then wouldn't the Warden have eaten them by now? I don't know.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home, That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
Yeah, even I know that. Like, Stola isn't gonna be concerned about shit. She's gonna tackle everything head on.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Yeah, fucking tell it to him. Jesus.
My struggles are none of your concern.
Wow.
Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Wow. Okay, fine. That was actually a gracious exit. It could have been worse.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Like I said before, this is like the saddest kid I've ever met. All because people want her to be something she ain't. I wish I'd never. So first the she made swift work of the cabin out of curiosity. Her thirst yet unsated, she journeyed hither seeking the wisdom of Franca. I'm not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. Indeed, I mean, that's right. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it hardens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Elsa and Alphino have changed since arriving here in the first. Change is part of their life, but we can but hope it's changed for the better. Perhaps you should be sort of how you have changed. No, come on, that's being a little bit hostile. You're right. And after my untoward remarks to Thancred, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worst. I'll have to speak to him later. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slurbo. Verzane, pray speak with Runar at Plaza. Runar. But my apologies for our lesson hospital greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? The Costeria Messi and this tablet you've brought may help us find a light warden here in Raktika. We're up to stay for as long as you need. Come, let me show him. Did I tell him my name or did I give him a fake name? That's great for a guest of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? Not for we may have all perished in the great fire. With our priests slain in our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with our sage guidance we were able to rebuild. Long before she became a central figure, a great oak within whose shadow many have come to find. Does that say there were not those who are as ignorant and outside of such authority, myself included? Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us, and I have no doubt of her will. Part of it, I suppose, I really were grateful she's done it to dark. But you did not know how to hear this from me, yeah? You should know that there are certain customs we ask us to adhere as long as they reside in Slitherbow. Their reverence to the dark? But yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Let's begin with something simple. Follow me. Oh, I think Minfilia is like my new Alphino. Like, you know when Alphino was like so fresh and young and chubby face, and he had to learn about the world, and now I'm doing the same thing for Minfilia. We are but children, you'll come to the Great Wood. But they leave us be so long as we keep away from their territory. Okay. God, what was I gonna say? Miniphilia, I guess I should call her. The older one is Milphilia. This one's Miniphilia. Many creatures we know do not know. Many creatures we know do not know call the Great Wood home, so it has been since antiquity. Those that pose a threat to their bow, we deal with by all means at our speed, and there's no greater means to knowledge. That knowledge. Man, so dark in here. Hello, Tiger Man. Oh, that's a nice pelt you have. You're red with a black and white pelt. What the fuck? We use the jugs to produce yeast. Of all the goods we have to trade, it is perhaps the most valuable. Well, yeast does get that bread. That Master Matoya kept her room dark because she didn't need the light. But they're all like hers, aren't they? Did you see any of our people come to this chamber? They have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We use the water stored in here to cleanse ourselves of the life's impurity. Huh? A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but is one of our most important. Would you two kneel just for a moment and remedy the light's impurity? Well, you're gonna have to try pretty hard for that. But, you know, I will indulge you. As the rest sprays water with you, your skin begins to tingle. Oh, man, what's in this water? Must be yeast water. With that, you have been cleansed of light's blighted touch. How do you feel? Tingly? Not sure, to be honest. Not a fresh exam, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? It's just water. Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. As it is said that prayers imbue the waters with a faint, dark energy. A prickling. I've never spoken of such a reaction before. I won't say it wasn't a pleasant sensation. I too felt something strange. Dark aspect of what should have no discernible effect unless. You are sin eaters. Oh. But I felt slightly more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Alin Tuta. In the language of Ranka is one several ways one might say good evening. Alin Tuta. Okay. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting less quickly discern friend from foe. Alright. Is there a handshake or gesture we would like to? How would it to offend anyone? Aw, laughing. Merely speaking words Alin Tuta and they will know you as friend of the blessed. I will await your return here. Now go, there are like to be hardened by your knowledge of our ways. Alin Tuta. Okay.